I pressed the button. I always get like that when I press the button. All right, so hey guys, I know I just posted the picture, and I'm starting fairly early because on Mondays I actually cook an order. If you saw me last Tuesday and saw my cinnamon rolls, I'm I cook an order on Monday for tomorrow, but I am going to share this. So just give me one moment. I see there's one person watching. We're a little early this time. Again, like I stated, due to me cooking, and I didn't want to have to get up. So just bear with me. Um, I got put in Facebook jail for sharing. So on top of not being authentic with my posts. So if you guys don't mind sharing this for me, I totally appreciate it. Let's see, so how do I get out of here? Oh, you know what? I'm so crazy. I just go here and I can do that. So just bear with me for a split second, guys. Put this in our group. Uh, that post and share it on my page. Yep. And there we go. And so, like right before we get started, just basically, I'm gonna play the intro, which is something that I'm gonna start doing just to give a little insight on what we're doing while the intro is playing. I am going to queue up Instagram. So, but yeah, we're basically talking about our old selves and how we get hung up on becoming our old self. So we go ahead and get this started. I'm gonna play the intro. While I'm playing the intro, I'm gonna be pulling up Instagram, guys. Wait, hold on. Somebody calling me. Hold on. Don't know who that was, but okay. Gonna play the intro, guys. Hello, Facebook and Instagram, guys. So today's live is basically talking about being your old selves. Hey, Corgi. Oh, MS Warrior, but he had to go. So, um, being your old selves. If you saw the image and it showed the on the poster that I posted, it showed the wolf, the first wolf, the previous you, with what, one arrow, and you were down for the count. The second wolf that was standing strong had multiple arrows in its back and it was still walking. And I see myself. I don't know about you, but you should. I see myself as the wolf standing up with all the arrows. And I'm looking, and I can look back at my older self. And I question myself now. Am I a better person than I was back then? And I know so. There's no question about that. And And I get how some of us are not walking, and I'm not taking anything away from that. And so let me throw out that disclaimer where all of us have gone, definitely those that have been diagnosed for years. You're kind of seasoned when it comes to multiple sclerosis. It's not saying, and I am not saying that I'm an expert whatsoever. Um, Seasoned just like other warriors. So for those that have been just diagnosed, that just may be checking out this video, whether you're on Facebook or Instagram, and definitely don't think that I am trying to just sit on anyone that has been diagnosed longer than me, and or that's been paralyzed and can't walk like I can walk. Trust me, at night it's a struggle because of what I am doing on a daily basis. With me still, I'm not working per se, but I am working because it's my business. And I'm putting in hard work with my business and I pay for it at the night, at the end of the day. So it's not like, and when I talk to people and I express to people how, what I've been diagnosed with, and hey, Miss Sims, um, what I've been diagnosed with while I'm at my pop-ups and stuff, and people are constantly talking to me, and they say I look great, and I used to didn't take that as a compliment, but I do now because I'm doing the best that I know how to thrive, to walk. Hey, Miss Banks, to walk in a light that's for me, not for anybody else. Just because I see MS Warrior across the street running and I can't run, I am not going to do that. Hello, Miss Sherry. And thank you guys for watching. And if you see me going back and forth, it's because I have my phone right here on Facebook and Instagram. I have Facebook right here. So we all together. And then afterwards, tomorrow I post the live on YouTube. So where Instagram, if you guys are on YouTube, you can find us at I Can Beat a Mess, and you can see some of the comments that people are stating on Facebook, because I'm going to be reading some of those off. But again, so I'm gonna go back to the picture. I'm gonna share the picture. 1 second. I am going to share the picture so that we can see what I'm referring to. All right, so this is the me before I got diagnosed. This is the me after. I feel that I have grown. I feel that I've gotten stronger, regardless of all the pain that I go through still on a daily basis, regardless of the days that I may get up where I'm unable to walk or move like I want to move. I still see myself as this big wolf. And on Instagram, I'm showing a picture of if you go back on my feed, you'll see the image, the title image for the live, and you get a little gist of what I'm referring to about your old self and your new self. Hello, Miss Marie. So is this still you, the small wolf? How many warriors right now feel that they've grown, regardless of what you're going through right now? Don't focus on you not being able to walk, you not being able to talk the best that you can, or move, or not working. How many warriors can say that you are a better you now versus your older you? So Miss Sam says she does. She feels that way. I do as well. And there's a lot of us I know that do not feel that They don't even want to claim the fact that they have multiple sclerosis. They don't want to go through multiple sclerosis. I want my old life back. And I get it. Definitely. All of us get it. All of us want our old life back. But I have something to throw at you. Think about this, right? Let's sit up here and say neither of us got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, right? Neither. None of us, anybody that's watching now and in the future, you never got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Tell me, when you go to sleep tonight and you wake up in the morning, are you going to be a different person? Are you not? Yes, you're going to be a different person. Want to know why you're going to be a different person and you're not going to be the old you? It is because whatever happened today is going to impact you. That's going to either put you back a couple of steps or you're going to grow from it and you're going to be a better you. So what's the difference with being diagnosed with either cancer or having a limb taken from you or just having someone to die, just period, life in general? MS is just a life hurdle. But does that mean we have to stand in it and not try to find a way to live? Miss Sherry says she does. Guys, and for y'all that have never met Miss Sherry on Facebook nor Instagram, Miss Sherry is paralyzed from the neck down, and Miss Sherry goes on vacations. She's like the ideal candidate of, hey, MS is not going to, if when I die, I can sit up here and take my last breath and say that I lived regardless. And I love that about her. And I respectfully envy that about her because I want to get to that place. I'm headed to that place. I am en route to that place. And I feel that's the only reason why I am where I am now, because I had to get to a point to where I can't just sit here and constantly bask on what MS has taken from me. You can't. The more that you do that, the more that you allow stress to be part of your life. And everybody knows that stress is like one of the worst things that you can put yourself under being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Miss Marie says sometimes, and it's fine not to always feel that way, because there are new things that can happen. There's new things the doctors can come and tell you, unfortunately, we found more lesions. And if a doctor was to tell me that, I can't tell you that I'm not going to go home and say, dang, I'll get sad and be like, oh man, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to do that, but I'm not going to soak on it for years. And it's to each his own. I know everybody's totally different. So don't sit and think that I'm bashing anybody that doesn't think how I am presenting this situation. Ms. Banks says, I agree. I used to have a better memory and walk in stiletto heels, but I feel that even though I was diagnosed with MS over 16 years ago, I feel she has more patience and she's God-fearing. So you can take that. There's a lot of women that I know personally that says that I wish that I can walk in my heels. And what happens with that, because this world caters to the ideal of materials, we get so attached to a materialized lifestyle. And then once those things are taken away from us or we're unable to do them, look at COVID. You saw how COVID just shut down the whole entire, basically the whole entire world for at least a brief moment, a good period of time. Entertainment shut down. People lost their darn mind because we have not valued what it really means to live. People having to stay at home. There have been more divorce cases and divorces, period. And so people having to sit in the same house with each other and finally face the fact that who the heck did I marry? That's a whole different conversation. But basically, MS, for a lot of us, what it did for me, allowed me to sit down, look in the mirror, and say, who are you? At the end of the day, who are you? Because the person that got diagnosed with MS, that wasn't you. That was a shell of yourself. That you were actually trying to be something that you really wasn't. And I'm talking about I'm throwing myself up under the bus. I was living my life through everybody else, my ex-wife, my kids. I put all of myself into everybody else and didn't think twice about myself, didn't take care of myself, which I can sit and honestly say I was the true reason why I was subjected to MS. The fear, the loss, the mental trauma, the damage that I caused to myself because I didn't get help with things that I needed help with. Like a lot of us need to go talk to counsel due to what happened to us with our parents in previous relationships prior to when we got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Hey, a lot of us right now are in relationships that are just awful. I stayed in mine for the longest because I was scared. I'm a man. What man, what woman is going to want to take care of a man if he can't take care of his family? Miss Kathy says stress is terrible. Her husband passed in November and she had a lot of flare-ups. And what else can I say about that? I'm so sorry about that. And only thing that I can present is definitely if you and your husband had one heck of a relationship, think about this. Would he want you to be sad and depressed and have those flare-ups on his behalf? And again, it's just the way that I think is that, like, I love my mom to death. If my mom was to pass now, health-wise, I'm great because she's going through it. But if someone just came and did something to her and she passed away unexpectedly, it will hurt. But my thing is, I know for a fact that my mom wouldn't forgive herself if I had flare-ups because I'm stressing about her. My mom will probably beg God to bring her back to life in order to stop me from flaring up. And the fact that I know this allows me to sit and be stressed and depressed for just a brief moment and know that I can't stay here. I can't stay in that moment. I can't stay in that depressed moment. And there's so many of us right now that are so hell bent on trying to get this normacy back that you're making yourself even worse. Miss Regina Banks says she just invited a few new people. You mean to the feed? If you did, that's cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. Miss Sam said it's hard to move forward, and it does. It is hard, and don't take what I said as it not being hard. It is extremely hard. It is scary. But what is life? without being scared to do anything, especially if it's something new, especially if you are so used to this one thing. And all of us can sit up here, I guarantee a lot of you guys can sit up here and do a hand wave, clap, snap, or whatever, and say that your normalcy was something that you didn't see leaving. So am I saying, oh well, you're just gonna have to get normal? I mean, you're just gonna have to get dang, what's the word? You're just going to have to get used to being diagnosed with MS. To a certain degree, I am saying that, but not to a point to where you just lose all hope of you never getting back to a point to where you're able to do things. Let's get the old stuff out of your head. Spit that out. Stop worrying about you getting back to the old you. The you now. Who are you now? That's what you need to figure out. And the you now is strong as a MF. Can't say the whole word. The you now is strong as an MF because we go through things that people do not see on a daily basis nor feel. And I'm not talking about people that have not been diagnosed with ALS or cancer. I'm talking about these normal people that feel that we're lying, or we don't know what we're talking about, or how can we be feeling the way that we're feeling, or why aren't we the same? Why are we lazy? Why are y'all always tired? I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys hear that. But who are you? Take the time and realize that you're strong. You're battling something that a lot of these people that look at you right now and talk down, look down, and say bad things to you, they wouldn't be able to handle it. But you get up every day and you fight this battle. That says a lot. And that's something that you should grab hold to more than trying to figure out how to get back to where these people that don't understand what you're going through can understand you better. We have to fight for people understanding us now. That's what's going to help us. That's what helps us get through it. Harry says, try to stay strong. Much love. And that's what it is. Being strong. That's what we are. So if you allow anyone to come in your life and tell you that you're not strong, that you're not a strong individual, that's not them. That's yourself inside. No one should be able. Yes, words hurt. I get it. They lie when they say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt you. They lied about that. Words do hurt. Words can hurt. Words will hurt. But words will only hurt you when you allow them to. We do more damage to ourselves than anyone that's on the outside. Any of our support groups, any of the people that don't want to have nothing to do with us, that should have something to do with us. We're our worst enemy. It's because we allow all these things to bother us when we know better. We already know that we start a flare up if we sit and we mope all day about what we can't do. But what about what you can do? No one can sit up here and tell me. Look at Miss Sherry. I just said it. Miss Sherry is paralyzed. Miss Sherry has to have her son bathe her, which is probably one of the most embarrassing things, to sit up here and have your son and bathe you. but she still goes. And I put kudos out to her son. Hold on, guys. Boy, these scam people, but they'll call from 50 different numbers. But going back to what I was saying is just like seriously. So go back to the picture. Go back to the picture. Look, like which wolf are you? Are you the wolf, the old you, that you get shot with one arrow and you're out for the count? Or are you the big wolf right now? And no matter what no one says to you, it may sting a little bit. You may even get some blood drawn. Might get a busted nose or two. But it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop you. Excuse me. That's all I'm saying. This is like one of the it's like one of the worst things that goes on in the MS community. Us trying so hard to get back a life where we thought everything was good. And what's so sad is that MS has brought out so many things, so many red flags that we didn't see, especially in relationships. And I'm gonna get closer to the camera with this. How many of you guys have been in relationships, marriages that have ended because you've been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis? Vows being ripped apart because the vows did say through sickness and health. Those same vows that if probably on the other foot, if the person that left you, the person that's treating you wrong was sick and you wasn't, that person would definitely say and feel that you have to take care of them. But where are they right now? I've seen, I've looked, and I've saw, and I've heard so many warriors. I've witnessed myself the mistreatment and the neglect after being diagnosed. So let's sit up here and say you were not diagnosed. Do you really seriously think that person wouldn't be that same person that has shown their face right now? They've always been that person. That's something that we feel we don't want to see. Because one, we love those people. We did love those people. For the ones that aren't with those people anymore. So you have to look at it again. Who's stronger? You are the people that walked away. You are the people that sat and they, whether it was in front of a judge, a preacher, a pastor, or anybody ordained to sit up here and marry you and say, I do. So is that not strong? But you also have to stop allowing and taking in someone mistreating you. And a lot of us don't want to be alone. A lot of us have been in my situation where, as a man who wants me, I want to be loved. I want a relationship with a woman, but dang it, the roles just may be turned over, switch. I'm the stay at home while she's working. I can't do that. That was like so hard for me. That was that old me knowing that I got to put myself in a position to take care of my family, to be the protector, and to raise my kids. I wasn't looking for this. And when I got hit with it, hey, having my kids sometimes put my leg in the car, that was embarrassing. Or my kids see me fall, that was embarrassing. Or my kids having to help me up, that was embarrassing. Or me passing out and my kids seeing my uncle slap me trying to wake me up in the kitchen on the floor. I was told that. I ain't witnessed it, but it's kind of sad. Well, no, what? It's kind of good that I didn't feel nobody slapping me. They say he was slapping me pretty hard. So, yeah, I'd rather not feel that. um, but I'm just stating, um, and saying what needs to really be said, guys. We have to get out of our own heads. We have to realize that we are stronger now more than anything, and that MS doesn't define us. Us telling someone we have multiple sclerosis does not define us. What defines us is us giving up, us giving in, us quitting. So if you are quitting and you're giving in, then MS is winning. But if you're constantly fighting, if you're constantly getting up and saying, I am going to live some form of life, then I personally feel no one can beat that. Miss Regina says, I just had an MRI. I fell at times. The last time I fell last week, hit my head and it was bleeding for a while. After calling my nurse, she made the appointment. Did you get the results back from your MRI or not yet? Oh, Miss Jasmine, you said you're late. No, you're not late. I'm just early. It normally starts at 3, and I'm just a little early. You can always go back, and like I tell everybody, I still comment. I respond to everybody comment, even if it's like 2, 3, 5 days later, a week later. I'm still commenting on old lives to this day, even on YouTube. I had someone did a made a comment on an old YouTube video yesterday. I commented on before I got here. Ms. Banks says, oh, she hasn't got her results yet. Okay. Well, hopefully everything is okay, Miss Virginia. Yeah. Again, we got to start taking better care of ourselves and stop worrying about things that we don't have control over. And what we don't have control over is other individuals. We have no control over other individuals. So if this person doesn't want to love you, which I know that stings, I know that hurts. All of us want some form of love at some given time. But look at it like this. Wouldn't you want to let that person go instead of living a lie? And even though I know I just said that, we have a lot of people that would prefer to live the lie and just don't, because they don't want to start over. That's like one of the saddest things that I hear from people a lot. I don't want to start over. I feel so bad when I hear people say that. I'd rather sit and go through what I'm going through right now than to start over. That's sad. Tell you like my mom told me, take a leap of faith. If you're not a faith type person, just leap, period. And I'm not telling people to leave their partners. When I'm saying leap, find out what's best for you. Because maybe you can go to counseling together. and can save what's going on. Take that leap of faith and ask that person to go to counseling. In some cases, you just may be in a position where you may need to leave. And if that is the case, do what's best for you. Leave. You know, I couldn't do it anymore. I was living a lie. You can't love someone that doesn't love you back. It gets hard. And then you get a misconception of what love is when someone that doesn't love you but still tends to stay with you. Ms. Sherry says, um, I want to say she's saying you have to love yourself and find your happy place. And that's something I definitely had to do. And I recommend that to a lot of people. And I'm recommending to anyone that's watching this now that don't understand that. Finding your happy place is the best thing that you could ever do. And start worrying about someone else making you happy because they're being there. Regardless of us needing support, because some of us do, again, weigh your support options out. The support that you have is making you feel bad, making you feel ungrateful, unworthy, versus not having that support at all. Wouldn't you still be better off? So, uh, uh, that's just me. Again, you do what's best and what was beneficial for you guys. And anything that I stated in this live, if it helps, cool, awesome. If not, but you know it can help someone else, by all means, please share. Like I stated, guys, I'm having to do this from my other Facebook page because my other page, Facebook says my authenticity is not. I'm not authentic with my lives, so I'm put in Facebook jail, which is a bunch of crap. But okay, that's a whole nother story about Facebook banning me with my lives. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and end it there. And like I said, stated, I'm gonna try my best to get up a little bit earlier so I can go ahead and cook, and I won't have to do this early, or I because I'm trying to get consistent and trying to get back on a consistent scheduling, which the show is every Monday at 3 o'clock. So love you guys. Please, if you're in a group and you're watching this, hey, share it. Because again, I'm unable to share to the groups. Facebook won't let me share to the groups. So if you can do that for me, I would totally appreciate it. If not, that's fine. Just as long as I'm helping somebody, if it's just one person, I've done my job. So with that being said, guys, toodaloo. Thanks for watching.